Welcome back, everyone, to Big Ears 1989 Farming. Yes, we are back with the Farming Sim 17. And, of course, I've come up with an idea. This may be a good one, it may be a bad one. I'm not entirely sure, but as you can tell, I'm plowing up something that used to sort of kind of maybe resemble a meadow of trees and grass. Yeah, so... Haha! Yes, now you can see the full extent of it. Where the buildings were and everything, the only thing you can't plow up is the sidewalks. But you can plow up everything else. So I'm extending this field. We can't exactly, for some reason or another, and for unforeseen circumstances, can afford to buy another field. So I'm making one. And one thing about this game is you can actually cut down a tree, grind the stump, buy a plow, and go at it. So that's what I did. I bought a plow. It was on sale. So same with the seeder, but I just can't afford that seeder, and I can't afford to buy a cultivator and all that. It goes back to the whole money thing. I just cannot afford anything at this precise moment in time. So I'm going to experiment and see if I can actually afford more stuff by expanding my horizons. Yes, that's right. We will expand on what we have, not what we don't have. So, thus we have this. And the trees are still right there. I have not done anything with the trees other than push them off the field, because at this point in time, I can't afford to really buy a big fancy shredder or a log pick or anything like that. So I just pushed them off the field, which is kind of what you really do in life. If you can't afford it, you just push it off to the field and deal with it later. I need more of a pick for here. I don't go over. Actually, I could just do this. La 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 la. Oh. Cutting over a little bit. La 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 la. There we go. So yeah, this used to be where the buildings were, but I was driving past it going, man, this is a lot of wasted space. Wish I could do something with this. And yeah, that's what I'm doing. Essentially what I'm doing is doubling my field capacity, because this field is actually way bigger than 12 now. Before it was one of my smallest fields. Actually, when you start, it is your smallest field. Which really actually kind of sucks when you think about it. I should actually pick that. I'm not actually plowing anything right now other than what's already plowed. And of course it's raining, so you can't really do anything. You can't combine. I can't even combine someone else's field. I could cultivate for them, but then that really doesn't... Other than making a little extra cash, it really doesn't help the situation. Nope. Everything's got to be plowed. And actually, I'm not gonna seed this right away. I'm going to take off the field that's there first, and then we'll seed it as one big field. And we'll call it good from there. Because otherwise, it's just wasted space. Yeah, they're okay. There's a couple trees, and yeah, they look kind of okay and things like that. But seriously, it's still a bunch of wasted space. So now, we still have essentially 4 fields. We have that other little dinky thing on the on yonder there. Can't really expand that one, other than a loop. But you just can't really expand it without cutting a lot more stuff down, and even yet there's lots of hills. I had to do a lot of cultivating here even to get rid of some of the hills here. This is the nicest part right here, which was where the building was sitting. Pavement actually cultivates into really nice dirt. I would have went maybe a little bit bigger, but you can't really go too much bigger, ideally. Now, is that pavement, or is that... Oh, it looks like it's coming up pavement. Let's get rid of that right freaking now. There we go. Too bad I can't get rid of the curb, but it is what it is, right? Because that's also a huge wasted parking space. What am I going to do with that, right? nothing really. You can't really do anything with it. It's just wasted space. So at least now we'll make a profit on my wasted space. Well, in theory. I guess we're going to find out how much it's really going to benefit. There's a lot of little hills right there. That's my biggest concern at this point in time is, are those little hills going to really be a problem with the bigger equipment, or is it just going to glide right over top, or, right? I'm not really sure how that's going to work, but it's an experiment, right? You're never going to find out if an experiment's going to work unless, of course, you actually go through with it. That's almost a theory in life. Or a practice in life, you could say. You're never going to find out if you're ever good at anything if you don't freaking do it and try. So, that's what we're doing. We're experimenting. Seeing if making your own fields is actually worthwhile or not. I kind of think it is. Too bad I can't bulldoze my own house. Yes, in theory, bulldozing your own house and then expanding and getting more land. Yes, wonder if anyone else has thought of this over time. But where do you live? In my tractor. Along with the mice. Actually, I'm pretty sure my tractor is the only thing that's sealed up from the mice. I've never had a mouse in the cab of my tractor. And yes, I actually do have a tractor. It's not a very big tractor. Like this tractor here is twice the size of what I actually have. I just have a little tiny tractor. Still has like 40 horse, but it's substantially smaller than these guys. But for my needs, I don't really need anything more than what I have, so I only have 5 acres of land, so and 5 acres of land is, well, I guess it would be kind of like this whole piece, this whole new piece that I'm making. That'd be about 5 acres of land. So when you consider it, and you're going, oh well, you're made quite a bit more land. I've actually only expanded another 5 acres. It's not like, but in this game, 5 acres of land is quite a bit more when you're considering how much I had in the first place. So yeah, that's what this episode is. This is the expansion of Farm Sim 17. Yes, you too can order now. Actually, there is no expansion. There's no DLC. There's no downloadable content for that. You can download mods, that you can do, but there's no downloadable content. I made that shit up. Sorry. So sorry. But, again, you can expand. Expand your farm. And into it, the hell did I pay for this? 12 grand? Yeah, something like that. 14 grand, something like that for this plow. So, okay, this new expansion cost me 12 grand. Oh, and $400 for the stump grinder for a lease for a day. I leased my stump grinder for a day. Should have really turned the plow. Oh well, not turning it now. I'm already halfway down my frickin' field. Just have to live with it the way it is. At least we're getting really good rain on my new field. That's good, right? Right? You guys aren't agreeing with me. Why aren't you agreeing with me? Agree with me! Ah, you swines. Yep, I'm starting to miss patches. I don't want any patches in me field. Sorry, Patches O'Houlihan. Damn you! Yeah, he says damn you. I heard that, yes, thank you. Split personality disorder. Your best friend. A man's best friend, his own personality disorder. I did a test patch there to see if it actually would cultivate up the pavement. And it does. A little scary, but yeah, it does. I made a perfect box there. Anybody notice that? Oh, he's writing Egyptian signs in the field. La 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 la. We are almost done here. And I actually bought this plow because I figured, you know, it's kind of nice to have a plow. Even if you don't have a cultivator, you can still plow stuff. And you can, with direct seed, you can just pull seed right over this. So it's not much of a concern, really. Yeah, one more swipe and baby, we are done. Oh, baby. And then I will, actually, let's do this now. Oops, not real time. Let's up the speed. Let's get rid of all the rainy. So by the time I'm done this, we'll be combining. I almost said combi. What is a combi? No one knows. It's not an answer that everyone has with them immediately. Well, that actually looks pretty good, other than the sidewalk blocks that are in the middle of my field. But yeah, this isn't looking too bad. I'm actually kind of pleased with this. It really does make the field that much bigger. And I don't want to waste the barley that's there. So this will be all canola then. This is going to be a good crop of canola. There we go. There we go, ladies and germs. She is all done. Other than the sidewalk blocks in the middle of my field, no one be any the wiser. And what am I going to do with these? Eventually I'll shred them, but right now I just pushed them off to the side. I'll just put that there, since I have no building to put them in, considering I sold all the buildings so I could buy the combine. Yeah, it's all complicated. Oh, looks like after the rain's done here, we will be combining like pros. Of course, last episode you guys watched, we actually got a bigger header. So we can actually combine at a decent speed. But let's take a look here. Let's take a look back at the buying and selling things. How much did I spend on it? Oh, 17.6, 20% off. See, this is the biggest seeder in the game, but I just can't afford it. Even if I went and got the maximum loan, I wouldn't have enough to run my fields and purchase this. I would love to at that price, but I just can't do it. So I guess the next seeder I will be buying would probably be this one, only because for right now I don't need a cultivator. I can just directly seeds right into the ground, and it fertilizes. This one fertilizes, so that's the next one we're going to be purchasing here. But to do that, I need actually a bigger tractor, so tractor first type thing. And here, when we look at the cultivators, if we're going to that extent, this is my favorite one of all time, the Lemkin. And then actually, the Lemkins, for me, I found have done a way better job than even running this. I know, same speed, and this one's 2.5 meters bigger, but this one's a lot tougher to move around, and this one's just more nimble and does a better job. In actual real-world circumstances, that one does a better job. So, that's that. But the first thing we're going to do is we're going to be buying this bad boy. Ooh, it quit raining. Wow, does that field look big. That is what we did. Oh, hello. Engage. Well, in the next episode, I'm thinking what we'll do is we'll start working this, and we'll start buying new equipment. I said that last episode, but we did actually do a thing this episode. We actually made extension to our existing field. And boy, what a difference it made. That's like this field times another 0.5% type thing. So that's huge. Anyways, that's going to be it for this episode. Hope you have enjoyed. Make sure that you do subscribe, leave a like, share my shit, and we'll catch you next time. Take care, everyone.